very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
McDonald. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. McDonald sets to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They go play action with McDonald. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the gun, it's McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's McDonald to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Now it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, throw left side, complete. That's Patton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. McCann now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Lance now on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
35's the mic. Here we go.
Lance now on first down. He's got his man, Gates. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McDonald. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, space to run past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
your boy. 35.
And Lance going to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, McDonald. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Check Mike 21. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Ready? 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And here we go. Watch. Roll.
Play action. It's McDonald. He'll buy some time right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's all about moving the pocket on third down so the defenders can't just go to one spot and find the quarterback. Bootlegged him out to his right against the grain, able to spot the open man, and got it to him for the first down.
Check.
On first and 10, McDonald. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
4 at the 5-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the slant. Mike 54. I'm coming. Check 52.
On the option to give to Swift here. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 26. Check 31. Check 31.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
6 yards left on second down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Caught by Gates, left side. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming. Check, check, check.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. Check. Mike 35.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Ross on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because
fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, Lions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Mike 6.
McDonald sets up the screen to Robinson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
check, Mike 21.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Throwing on first down is Lance. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they can't bring him down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them attack right here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
McDonald sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want this.
Once again, it's Swift. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. On first down, Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Pushing his way through. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You don't want none, baby, you don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On play action, Lance. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Minnesota.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
56. Right there, 56.
Now a play fake. Lance. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Good footwork at the 30. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move